Hello and welcome to the next Demonic Cast here. And I have a member from Hostile here. Do you want to start with just like introduce yourself and kind of what your band does and such?
Yeah, sure. My name is Vlad. I'm from Russia, and I play and pretty much do many stuff in Hostile, as you said already. And we are. I think I can tell about many other things more as we progress in
Yeah,
our
yeah, exactly.
conversation. But basically, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I saw that you have like released one song like 2 years ago, and then you released like two now pretty recently. Was there like a big reason for like that big time difference in like going from the first song to the second one?
Well, basically, we released more than two songs already. We have two extended plays,
Ah,
one split record, which includes two songs, and right now we released already two singles for our future album.
okay.
So it's already about 15 songs
Oh shit.
released. There may be a slight confusion because we changed the name of the band. Because
Ah,
before we was named Hostile, we
yeah.
was named HSTL, and yeah,
Okay.
and basically that was Hostile, but that brought a lot of confusion between people. Like, what does your name? What does the band name is? Because
It's
there was a lot of confusion on our shows where like our vocalist Misha was like, "Hey, yo, subscribe to our band Hostile, but the name is different than than Hostile. It's like it's
yeah.
really weird. It was weird, and we decided that why don't we just rename ourselves to Hostile since we are call ourselves Hostile."
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I could only find that three songs on YouTube, so I was like, okay, okay. Then you have so you just released like your last song though, like just very recently. I haven't heard it yet. Actually, haven't really checked out the new music video or anything. So thought we could actually start out with that. So let's check out this new song then, if I can
Yeah, all
exactly.
right.
Ooh, damn. Really sick intro to the video. Ooh. Oh, I really like this groove. Oh, that's fucking nice. Oh, sweet fucking breakdown. Oof. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Whoa. Really, really cool. Wow. That breakdown though. Fucking hell. Like the first breakdown when I
The
played,
whole,
and then just even heavier breakdown after that. That's fucking sick. Uh,
well, what we did there is we just saw about like why can't we go an octave lower than our current guitar tuning? Like, why don't we have to put that low? And with fuck it, wow.
So where have you gotten like your inspiration from? From like behind the music style, and is there any specific bands you have like gotten really inspired by, or is it very mixed?
Well, for the this project or like because it's really complicated topic for me because that's not my first band.
Yeah.
First band that I formed was like in 2009.
Hmm?
It started from like I was really impressed by Australian metalcore scene at that time, like earlier Parkway Drive stuff
Yeah.
and Hand of Mercy, um, that kind of bands. Shinta Katana is fucking amazing. It's a great band. Yeah, and mm, not so Australian bands like Emmure. I love Emmure. That's probably one of my favorite bands of all time. Uh, and back then, I was like, I want to play something like that. So we started a band with the same guy who sings in Hostile right
Okay.
now. So yeah, we are like almost a full decade and plus together in terms of like creativity and bands and stuff like that. But then Gent started to pop in and was like, yeah, volumes is kind of cool, structures is kind of cool. Maybe we should try something like that. So we dropped our EP in 2011,
Hmm?
2012. Then after that, a couple of years passed by. We were like, we don't want to play Gen anymore. It's not fun anymore. It's like all repetitive. And me and the other guy, we have formed like down tempo deathcore band,
Oh. Okay.
purely internet project, and it all stopped in 2015.
Okay.
But I like recorded a bunch of demos, and back in 2019, I formed Hostile with a couple of dudes, my friends, and was like, let's play that kind of material. And it was heavily inspired by bands like Villains, Fane, like all like Body Snatcher, Immoralist, Extortionist, that kind of bands.
Yeah.
That half of them are still relevant today, and
Yeah.
it's like super cool. Yeah. So for our new material, it's kind of obvious. It's Humanity Less Breath, heavily Humanity Less Breath
Oh yeah.
inspiration, and Emmure, as always, because I love this band so much. But I can say that if you listen to a whole Hostile discography, which is like only 10 or 15 tracks,
Hmm.
you can hear that we trying to come up with our own sound, with our own things, and it's sound things that goes from song to song to song to song, and
Oh
we
yeah.
like trying to form our own style, some sort.
Oh yeah, you gotta start from somewhere and like build it, and yeah, it's a journey, of course. It is. But yeah, I have to check out the entire discography later. Then I thought you
All
had
right,
like
yeah.
free songs because the it was the only free songs I could find on the YouTube channel. So I was like, huh?
It's only like three music videos
Yeah, music
that we
videos.
have, and yeah, pretty much you can find all of our music on every streaming platform of your choice, like Spotify, Apple
Yeah,
Music,
yeah,
everything. Yeah.
yeah. Under the other name or with a new one?
We are currently working on with our distribution manager to move all our discography to Hostile Library.
Ah, okay.
But right now it's like split. All the new songs all mixed together on our two band names,
Oh,
something
okay.
like that.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, it's really cool to like talk with bands and like listen to their journeys and everything like that, and really like get to know the people like behind the music and everything. And yeah, Humanity's Last Breath is freaking awesome. I actually saw them
Yeah,
early last year, around this time. I think it was the 31st of January, I believe it was in Gothenburg. And yeah, the vocalist, when he was on stage, the stage presence was like unreal. He looked like some kind of demon just staring into space and shit. It was
yeah. The
insane.
stage presence is immaculate. Yeah, like all the videos that I saw of them playing live is fucking great, and the sound is super heavy. It's so cool. I hope one day I'm like hope I could see them,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
but
I really enjoyed their
still,
new album
yeah.
too. Like their new album is really sick too. Really, really cool.
Yeah, and I'm super glad that they don't mix with some kind of stuff that Will Jarta
Yeah.
play and toy right now. So super complex songs, super chaotic songs, and I love that Humanityless Breast is like straight bangers, straight breakdowns, and it's like, oh my god,
Yeah,
that's
it's
super cool.
freaking
I
backbreaking.
love this so much.
Yeah, it's backbreaking, especially when you see them live.
And
You gotta see them live. Holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah, and props to Buster. He's a like amazing sound engineer and a great songwriter. Fun fact: he's one of his bands, Throne. I think you know
Yeah.
Throne.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I created their first EP album cover.
What? That's fucking
For
sick.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's crazy because I did a lot of graphic design, and their guitarist like somehow connected with me, and he's like, "Yo, man, do you want to do a?"
Oh wait, I think your
And
connection broke a little bit. What were you saying?
oh yeah, yeah. So their guitarist like connected with me, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, Silas, do you want to make an artwork for us?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." I didn't know about this band at all at that time. Uh, they like dropped one or two songs at that time, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And then they became so huge, and it's like mind blowing for me.
Oh yeah.
Like all the guys go, yo, you checked Throne? They are fucking sick. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I did an artwork for them. Yo, and it's like, what? Yeah. So
Yeah.
that yes, that's super weird for me as well.
Yeah. Throne has gotten really, really big this last like especially this last year with their latest like singles they dropped. They've gotten just like bigger and bigger. It's really insane to see. And I saw them live last year. Also, actually, it was like on a 1 day festival kind of thing outdoors in Helsingborg, close to where I live. And they are so good live too. Like it is insane. Like the energy they put out on stage, like how they move around and just jump and go nuts, is so cool.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's so weird to see the crowd completely dead
Mm.
because the band is so rowdy. They're like playing aggressive. They are super fun to watch on the stage, and the crowd is like, yeah, 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 that's fucking cool. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
having so much fun. Yeah,
Yeah, there
that's
it's like that on many like shows here in Sweden, but we were a good few people that were like in the front and went nuts in mosh pits and shit like that. for the most part of the shows. So it was really fun to see. But then there was like the crowd that was like in the further back and just were standing like they were like zombies or something. And
I
I
think it's like the problem with so many metal and hardcore fans these days, because they're like acting like the band should like make something that I never seen before. Like, you there on the stage, do something, entertain me. I'm not gonna do shit. I'm not gonna have fun. I'm not gonna mosh or do anything. Like, you should do something for me to be entertained. Like, why? There, it's no fun to just stand there and listen to that music, because it's so heavy. It's like it makes you move. Why?
oh yes.
And I never understood that. Like
No,
seriously, it's
no,
so
me
strange for me.
neither. Me neither, because I mean, you can might as well just sit at home and listen to Spotify or something if you're like just gonna stand there like a fucking zombie or a stick or whatever. And then some people
Yeah,
get
just
pissed at people that moshes at shows. Like, fuck off.
oh, that's super weird. At our last show, we was in another city, and like security, uh, like the guy started moshing. It's super okay on a metal show,
Yeah.
on a hardcore show, and security started to throw people away from the club for moshing. It was like,
What?
what? Well, yeah, it's like super weird. And the guys was like
Oh.
motion behind security's back so they don't see, like
Yeah.
stealth motion or something.
Yeah, it's like did you see the We Came as Romans what happened at their show? With Body Snatcher?
Uh,
Uh
no, no, I
it was a huge thing here. Several YouTubers like talked about it. Um, Tank the Tech for one, I think. Well, the security apparently got violent and like actually hit people and held them against the ground and shit like that. Because they were
oh,
moshing to a body snatcher. And the
that's
whole
super fucked
thing,
up.
yeah, the whole thing got like cancelled. The concert was cancelled then, and it was so like dramatic, and it was a big whole thing here on YouTube, and everyone was like talking about it and how wrong it was. But yeah, it's insane. Like security guards should know better. Like especially with bands like, you know, we came as Romans, Body Snatcher for one.
Body snatcher, yeah, especially.
Uh, they should have known that like people were gonna mosh, and the bands had told them that they were going to mosh, and still they got really like insane. Like I don't get it. And then like people at shows that doesn't want to mosh, why do you stand next to the mosh pit? Are you fucking retarded or something? I don't know. Like, why would you stand? You see this big ass fucking circle where people is going nuts, pushing each other like all over the place, and you go and stand next to it, and then you get like pissed because you get someone pushed into you or something. And I can't understand it.
Well, I think some people just like to create problems out of nothing, and they was like, "Oh, I was hit on a hardcore show. Those people are so violent." No, you fucking idiot! You could have just stand behind all those people who allegedly hit you, or fucking what happened? What did you expect? It was not Taylor Swift fucking concert.
No,
What the
exactly.
fuck?
Yeah, yeah, it's a very mixed crowd here in Sweden, but there are a good amount of like mosh pitting and stuff like that. There are some like very dedicated people in the crowds usually, and then there's just people that's not interested at all and stands like a fucking stick and just
Oh,
does nothing.
well, I think that it's like exactly the same all over the world.
Yeah.
As far as I hear it, there's people who is dedicated. There's people who like comes to the shows to listen to the band. Like they're not into much, and okay, I'm completely fine with that. But there are people who is like, I came to the metal show to brag about moshing.
Mm.
That's the thing I never understand. And like people who just come to the club and didn't expect to see the people moshing, it was like, what? It's wild. Why? That's completely normal because like it's people who understand and people who don't understand everywhere,
Mm.
and you can do
Exactly.
nothing about it. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's how the world goes.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, it's totally fine if they want to listen to the band, but don't stand next to the mosh pit if you don't want to get
Yeah,
pushed
yeah.
around. that that is one thing to just like, yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, that the unwritten rule of Mosh, number one. Listen, everybody. Yeah,
Yep,
take notes.
yep. And always pick anyone up that falls over or like, yeah, falls on the ground. Like every time I've fallen on the ground in a mosh, I've been up like that. It's just been ASAP up. Someone just drags you up like straight away, and that's how it should be too. And yeah,
So that's the culture. That's the culture.
yeah.
It should be like that. Yeah, that's the culture.
But also like you shouldn't be like purposefully like trying to like hit people. Like I've seen sometimes like people like actually punching like and elbowing in the shin and shit like that. Like when they saw the people was there and stuff like that. And I think there are some people like that actually goes to
Mm, there
mosh.
are people who goes to the shows to punch people. Yeah,
Yeah,
I, I'm
exactly.
not. I'm not. I'm not supporting that in any form. But
No,
that's like that's hardcore metal show.
yeah, that's
There
hardcore.
there
Yeah, for
are
sure.
people like that. Yeah, there are people who crave violence and they want to see people get hurt.
Yeah,
You just need to distance themselves from such people, like, and
yeah, exactly.
just it. So yeah.
The fuck does my camera not focus for? There we go. No, it's what? What? It's focusing on my fucking mic. Why? Let's see if it helps. Yes, perfect. I was like, what the fuck? Why am I not in focus? And it's focusing on the top part of the mic. Like, why? Why do you do this to me? Man, I had something I was going to say, but now it just completely blew out of my head because the mic situation. Fuck's sake. Uh, yeah, I'm actually going to a show on. No, it was. I was actually gonna talk about the Knocked Loose show I was at. I actually saw Throne there too, but it was before they kind of blew up. Really big. I think it was somewhere 2021. I think they were still like well known by then, but they were like really big. And then it was Cabal, that Danish deathcore band, and last were Knocked Loose. And Knocked Loose, I have never seen like it was the smallest freaking venue you could imagine, and it was filled with people, and it was just the whole front floor was just a big ass fucking mosh pit. People was running up on stage and stage diving all over the place, and it was madness. I even stage dived twice there. I think it was super fun.
Here and like we just can't process the phenom of Knocked Loose is right now. How they became so big.
oh
They
yeah,
have no clean vocals, nothing like that. They have like no clean guitar parts. How they performed at Coachella what the fuck, dude? Billie
Yeah.
Eilish listened to them and handbanged. What kind of simulation is this world is
Yeah.
right now?
I was
So
laughing my ass off when I saw that video. Like, what the actual fuck? Like, a band like fucking News on Coachella. Like, what the fuck? It's
yeah,
just
it's super crazy.
absurd.
Yes, I'm super happy for them because like since day one they were like a band who's like dedicated to their craft. They're always evolving their sound. They're always came up with whatever fucking heavy shit their record, and it's super heavy and it's super cool. It's well written. It's in some way outsteps their boundaries
Yeah.
because they implement a lot of classic like death metal and punk hardcore stuff, and but they make it sound their own.
Yeah, exactly.
That's super cool. That's super authentic, and you can't say like, oh, this band or that band sound like Knocked Loose right now, because there are no
No,
bands that sound like them. Yeah,
no, it's impossible to sound like them. Like, his fucking high pitched voice. Like, what the how can anyone sound like that? It's nuts. Like,
yeah, the dude's just like straight teenage angst relief screams all the time, and it's like, yeah.
yeah, he has to
But
like pinch his fucking balls or something when he screams like that, or I don't know what the fuck he does, but it's insane how he can like consistently sing like that. It's so freaking impressive, and it sounds as good live, if not better, than in the studio albums. It is unbelievable.
well, about studio albums, I watched their studio diaries with Will Putney, and they, as far as I remember, their goal was to sound on the records the same their sound is on live shows,
Yeah,
and that's kind of approach I never ever seen from bands like them, because everyone wants to sound super clean,
mm.
super produced. Well, most of the bands, not all of them, but they want to be like super clean and sound like everything should be perfect on a perfect place. There's like, fuck it, we want to sound dirty, we want to sound muddy, we want to make you listen to our songs, and was like, yeah, that's how they sound live, and that's super cool trick they did.
Yeah, very very cool actually. I've seen some bands that sounds pretty much the same, like
Kublai
to
Khan,
the grave for
Kublai
one, and then Shadow of Intent too. Pretty much. That's
Shadow Intent.
yeah. They sound like
Ah, in terms of like overall style, or like the muddiness of the mix, and like overall feeling
the
we're talking about.
maybe not so much like the instrumentals. Like, they are a little bit cleaner on the studio, of course, but like vocal style, like
Oh
just
yeah.
just how the vocal sounds, how wide it is. Uh, oh yeah, and Lorna Shore too. When I saw Will scream, he like his
Oh,
voice live is mind blowing. It's the most mind blown I've been to any metal concert. Just the fucking noises he does and how well he does them live. It is unreal. It's like, how do you do this? And you
we're
tour?
talking about it that like this weird screaming, gurgling with
Oh yeah,
whatever it is. Yeah,
yeah.
but nobody talks about it. But Infant Annihilator did it first. Infant Annihilator
Oh
did it
yeah. Oh
first.
yeah, I know. They
They did. They
started
did
with
it.
Dicky, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, they did a lot of weird shit, and it was back then. Everyone was like, "Whoa, that's super funny," because Infinite Gladiator is like, it's semi-serious band. You can laugh here and there, like, oh, it's like style over substance in some things.
Oh yeah.
But when Lorna Shore started to do such things. It was like, yeah, this shit is fucking heavy. It adds to the character, and I was like, oh, come on, come
Oh yeah,
on.
it's the most hilarious thing was when I said like, oh yeah, Infinite is good and blah 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 blah, and I was talking to someone, and then and then someone says, oh yeah, they sound kind of like Lorna Shore. I was like, oh you mother, oof.
Oh,
Like seriously,
get out.
yeah, like Blasphemian is one of my favorite songs ever. It is so insanely good that I don't know. And I know that the Infant is working on new music too because they posted about that. Oh yeah, if it was last year, but I don't know when it will come out. Um, and I'm super excited for that. And Dicky is actually the new vocalist in Necronoblicon too, which is fucking sick. That band is,
What?
yeah, he is the vocalist in Necronoblicon now. It is insane.
That's super weird. And but yeah, it's like a great match.
Yeah, I mean, he is the Goblin King, so
Yeah, that does make sense.
yeah, he is such a talented vocalist, and he's so fun. I have watched some of his streams when he streams on Twitch, and it's freaking awesome. Um, I also know, I don't know if you saw the podcast I did with Retri just
Mm,
last week. I think
uh, no, I haven't checked it yet.
either way, he knows Dicky pretty well, and he actually are pretty good friends with him. And he's also said like he's the most humble guy. He's really funny. He's really nice, and he's helped him a lot. So yeah, it's I really love these characters. As I've said, pretty much in every podcast I mention it, but metal vocalists and metal band members are usually like the most humble people in the world. Really, really friendly, and yeah,
Until they get cancelled.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I talked, I think I mentioned this in the Retri podcast too, but I actually talked with Ben Dur after they played at High Five last year. And yeah, super, super humble guy, super friendly. He was just very, really seemed like he wanted to talk with you and was like super friendly and just took his time. And yeah, he said that the next album was going to be even more aggressive and a little bit more like mixed, I think. Yeah, we talked a little bit there before someone else pulled him away from me. I was like, no, come back. I actually do have like a. Let me just let me fetch it real quick.
Okay.
Let me get into the. Actually have uh trying to get a good view of it. I actually have this, which is a signed picture from High Five. It was a one-day festival, so there was a lot of bands playing there. So I have from them Humanity's Last Breath, and then I think I have from Sabaton, but they weren't playing there.
Oh.
No, that it was like purely deathcore and metalcore bands that were playing like for a full day. It was one of the best days ever. It was so unbelievable like that day. It went from one of the best bands to another of the best bands to another of the best bands. Like I don't remember like the order, but To the Grave, Angel Maker, Enterprise Earth, Humanity's Last Breath, Shadow
Oh
of
my god.
Intent.
It's like super stacked, super stacked.
And then like there was some bands that wasn't like really like Chemical Vacation that was more like emo, like old style emo rock. I don't know. Self Deception is pretty good. I do like them, but it's not like that heavy. And yeah, I did stay to watch Dead by April 2. They were playing last of everyone, but pretty much half of half of the place left after Shadow of Intent. It was Shadow of Intent that was the last of that headliner, and then Dead by April was touring too, so they have had them like separately last, and half
It's
of the
like
place
super
just
weird.
left.
Yeah, like why do you place Dead by April after all these heavy bands? And it's like inevitable to see people like, oh yeah, we've seen everything we wanted, and like just go home.
Yeah.
Why?
it was
It's weird.
it was pretty fucking hilarious. But I did stay to watch them, and I mean they were pretty good live. I didn't mind it. It was like not my favorite band in the world, but it was pretty good still. They did some like older songs, like some heavier songs, um, but it
I think
didn't
like
make sense.
I like I listened to only like the stuff from their first two albums back then, like 10 years ago or so. Um, oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they were pretty good for their time, like
yeah.
very solid material.
I had to stay like it's nostalgic as fuck. I can't remember what the song is called. Losing You. I had to see that live. I mean, it's nostalgic as fuck. I remember when it came out and you were like, "Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is freaking amazing." And now it's just like, eh. I used to listen to that a lot. Okay. Uh, now then. oh,
Inter-
you disagree,
Internet
Alex?
connection super weird.
Yeah, yeah. But okay, let's move on a little.
Yeah.
You said you were based out of like Korea and stuff like that now, or
Now it's like a little bit of geography for all of you.
connection fucked up again. Hello? Fuck.
The connection is super weird right now.
Yeah, yeah. I'd imagine that it's because we are so far from each other and the Discord servers maybe ain't very awesome. But yeah.
Uh, So
So yeah,
basically,
yeah.
yeah, a little bit of geography for all the people here. Russia is very big, and we are located in far east of Russia. It's the city called Vladivostok.
Hmm?
It's like on the far south side of Russia. It's like close to the southern part of Russia,
Hmm.
and it's like uh, 2 hours of flight. I'm in Japan. Like 5 hours of drive. I'm in China, and the North Korean border is like around 3 hours of drive from me.
What
So
the
it's like,
damn?
yeah, yeah. So the city and the region that we are from is heavily influenced by Asian culture. It's like 1/3 of all the population here, either descendants of Korean or Chinese people or some Asian kind of guys. I don't know. And it's super common for us to like we 90% of all of our cars is have like right wheel drive because
Oh,
it's like easy to import it from Japan. So it's like the Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift every day here for us.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So like every time I'm like scrolling through Instagram and people was like, "Whoa, it's Toyota Supra, it's like Nissan Skyline GDR." I was like, "Yeah, I see this kind of cars almost every day, and it's like not super interesting for me, but like some kind of BMW is like, whoa, it's so rare here. Wow, it's cool.
One of
Yeah.
my dream cars
So
actually were a older BMW like the E30. I love that. Or
E30.
the
I
2002 Turbo. Fucking hell. Those cars are
I
so
own
cool.
I owned a BMW E34 on the right wheel.
Oh, cool. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, it was like Japan made, super sick car, but it's like non-convenient for us here. Like no parts, no.
Ah,
I
okay.
couldn't maintain it to keep it in good shape, so I sold it.
Yeah, it would be super cool to like live there, be able to like get a really cool JDM car or something like that, and just drive around like that. I have a fucking Toyota Aygo,
Oh,
small fucking car, like 72 horsepower.
it's
But it's really good to like. I live in a small city here in Sweden called Eslöv, and it's really convenient to park, and it's not very
and
like
fuel economy is very good. Yeah,
yeah, really good. And
it's
yeah, I
like
really like
like
it. It's 2020, so it's pretty new too, and so it has Apple CarPlay and everything, so it's really really cool. But still, I would like to like own a JDM car or something like a little sportier in the future. Um, when I was a child, I was big into like muscle cars, but then I like kind of went over to like sport, super, like JDM, like that kind of car. I really, really wanted like the Sylvia K. Um, it's one of my
oh,
favorite cars ever. Like it's so cool, and when you get like a body kit for it, or the oh, you know
one
that
of my friends is currently building a Silvia S15 for his wife,
oh
like from
shit,
scratch.
what the
Yeah, they bought this car, and he decided to completely blow it away, like to rebuild it from scratch, like pure metal, and build on top of it.
oh shit, that's fucking
Yeah,
sick. Holy oh, that's fucking awesome. Like, I wish I had a partner that did that for me. What the hell? Oh my god. I mean, I can
and
imagine
it's
the money you have to pour into that to make like a sick car out of it. It has to cost a lot, just parts and like the metal and everything. Damn. Like,
well, it's not super pricey here because, as I said, it's right now it's a little bit harder to do that, but before you could buy a new engine from Japan, like not new, it was like uh, straight from Japan
yeah.
for like $300,
What?
$400. Yeah,
That's fucking insane. Like that
yeah,
cheap?
it's super cheap. It's super
Uh,
cheap, yeah, because people here on the far east of Russia, they like was buying engines by the dozens, by the thousands,
oh shit, that's
and
fucking
and
sick.
imported here. Yeah, so you can come to like junkyards, and it's like hundreds of engines all over, and people was like, yeah, you can take whatever.
So what is your take since you're like have that JDM scene there? How frowned upon is it to put a LS engine in a JDM car where you live?
Oh, well, it, it's well, we're not talking about LS engines in here, but not, not many people support that. But come on, like there are people who swap engine from JZ to Mazda's RX-8, yeah,
yeah,
and it's like a super okay. And people swap engines all the time. And come on, I don't see any problem in that. Only like JDM purists are gonna say,
yeah,
"Oh, you ruined the car." No, the car is what you wanted it to be.
yeah,
It's like
exactly.
part of what you want it to be. If you feel like I want non-Japanese engine in my car, like, come on, fucking do it. If
Yeah,
that
exactly.
makes you happy, if that makes this car fun or like more fun than it was before, all right, that's like the best decision for you.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't see any issue in that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, like I don't have a issue with it personally. I've just seen like some YouTube videos where people are like, "Ah, how can you do this?" Usually the comment section of these videos when they do something like that is hilarious. Like just scrolling through it because people are just so offended by exactly everything. And yeah. But
Or like
I do.
there is always something to be offended on the internet. So
Oh
like,
yes, oh
come on,
yes.
fucking
Yes.
grow up, snowflakes. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that is like the mentality everyone would need to have like right now, because in today's society it's just offended, offended, offended. Oh, you said that, he said that. Like
The best part of it is like people getting offended for someone else.
yes,
Like not asking that person, are you okay with like whatever? And they're like, oh, I'm offended for this group of people. I'm not this group of people, but I feel bad for them because something blah 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 yada 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 has
yeah,
happened, and it's like super dumb. It's like, why?
mm,
What the hell is wrong with
mm,
you?
yeah. I don't get how people like how do you have the energy to just think about all that, or like focus on yourself and your own life, and let other people worry about theirs. Like of course you can help people with other things, but you don't need to be offended for other people. Like it doesn't make sense. Like let them
Yeah,
decide what they want to do with their fucking life. uh but yeah. um yeah, what was I thinking about? Yeah, but yeah, talking about JDM cars, I think like as long as you do like the mods to it, like somewhat stylish and not go like completely apeshit, like fucking rise it out with a World Trade Center or something, that's fine. Like I think it's cool when people do different things, and like it creates variation and like one of ones and stuff like that. But
yeah. I remember guys from Donut Media swapped an Formula One engine into a Toyota GT 86, and it was
what?
nobody. Yeah, super crazy car, like F1 engine in a GT 86.
And they could drive it?
Yeah, it was a beast on the road.
What
It was
the?
fucking crazy. Yeah, you should check it out. But and nobody had an issue with that because that was fun.
Yeah,
That's the part of it. If it's fun, everybody's like, okay, all right.
yeah,
But it's like fine to be praised if you are like big blogger or something,
yeah,
if you are like a bunch of dudes who make a lot of different stuff and like everyone loves what you do. But if imagine one guy somewhere in the world, like in the middle of nothing, decides to swap an F1 engine into his Toyota, and everyone gonna be pissed.
oh yeah,
Everyone gonna be so fucking mad for him doing that. But it's like the same thing. It's the same thing.
yeah, exactly. As I take it, you have like an interest for cars and music and everything. Do you have like any other hobbies outside of that, or is that pretty much like what you do?
Well, for me, it's like I've always been interested in doing different things related to art and everything like that. So, graphic design is one of those
Mm.
things. I design and do pretty much everything that's like connected to any kind of visuals for our band. Same with I edited all of our videos. Yeah, big boy came here, and so yeah, like cars. I can say I'm like much big into cars. It's like all right, that's just an environment that I live in, and since I was a kid, I was interested in music, obviously, and design. And I basically, it's like I tried. I have so many released and unreleased material, like from like trap, hip hop beats
Mm.
to post rock, post metal music, to like stuff that we write right now, gent, even like melodic hardcore, melodic metalcore, stuff like Neocrust, like No Omega or and
Mm.
such bands. So yeah, I was always trying to write different kinds of music and like come up with to like what exactly I like to play on stage.
Oh
That's
yeah.
super important for me. Yeah,
Yeah, of course, it's more fun if you like to play the songs too. Of course. I just
and it's not like that. You like to play songs live. I played in like several bands, and everything I played live was good. But it's more about what people in a certain place expect from you.
okay. Yeah.
Because we are from the city that is like heavily into punk hardcore and hardcore music, and it's like when we played progressive metalcore gent kind of stuff, we almost played to no one,
Oh
and it
shit.
was yeah, it was so unlucky that we like played that kind of music in the place that we are here right now. And so yeah, like in terms of music, we are currently at the place where we can play whatever the fuck we want because we don't fucking care anymore. Like we are completely fine not doing any shows in our city, but go to other cities and
Mm.
play there because people there most likely to enjoy our music than people from the city that we're currently located in.
So do you still like plan on evolve your music even more, or have you like found the sound you really want now? Like,
No, not really, man. It's like for me, it's like the process of always searching what am I comfortable to play,
mm,
like what am I capable to play, because I'm a fucking shitty guitar player, man. I'm not technical at all. I play sloppy. Like I'm not a good guitar player by any means, but my limitations is what pushed me to write stuff interesting
yeah.
for me. Like I can say for like other guitarists, the guys who can play like fucking sweeps and uh, everything like that, and I can play that, but I can analyze music and like, whoa, I hear that this kind of stuff, like all the
Mm,
tall uh kind of things. Why nobody implemented that before? It was
yeah.
like so easy to play, but only right now people was like, yeah, we kind of slowly get to understand how to do that kind of music because it's not as like easy to play as it seems.
No.
Otherwise, we will see many bands like Wiljarta for many years, and like
Mm,
I only start to see and see such bands, but right now to sound like in 2023, 2022,
yeah.
like not before that. So for me, it's like mm, we're like I stepped out of my comfort zone for the album that we are about to drop. It's not when you're gonna listen to our previous stuff,
yeah.
you're gonna understand that yeah, we are like stepping into like more metal, more like dark uh, kind of music,
Oh.
like more dark kind of environment, and lyrically as well. Because before it's like new metalcore. It's new
Yeah.
metalcore. It's a lot of fucking new metal, and it's a lot of fucking bragging, and it's a lot of fucking swag in it. You know, like uh, lyrically and overall, it's like more of a music that people can have fun with
yeah.
and on our full record, like we want to dive deep into the deep stuff. Not as deep as like it's not philosophical, but for me, it's like the more dark stuff. It's like themes that we never touched before. It's like
Yeah.
themes of anxiety. It's like themes of having trouble to identify yourself, find yourself in this world.
Mm.
It's like the things of heartbreak. It's like things of complete dissociation from this world. It's what we think is appropriate for the music that we're making right now, because when I recorded all the album instrumentally, we started to think about what about lyrically. And if you've seen our first music video,
Yeah.
there were two vocalists in there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and we parted ways with one of our vocalists because we couldn't understand how to use two vocalists and how
Yeah.
to use the other guy. It's like, well, we are not Slipknot. We don't have a drum for you to go and bang on every song on stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and if we're talking about the album, yes, it's gonna be darker, it's gonna be heavier, it's gonna be more of things that maybe people don't expect from us. Like, I don't know who the fuck is interested in our band, because we are like always playing for like 50 people. But yeah, but that's kind of interesting because you somehow found us and you
Yeah.
somehow enjoyed our music, and that's so great. Yeah, but we already plan on our next record. We
Oh.
already recording the next stuff, and it's gonna be different from what was on our first two EPs
Yeah.
from our album. And the next material is like the stuff I'm really, really excited to drop one day,
Oh.
hopefully this year.
Hell yeah. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I like the darker stuff too. It's like it's important like to talk about this things like anxiety and everything, because yeah, it's all over the world and it's getting worse with the mental health and everything. So it's an important topic to like talk about for sure. It really is. So
Especially after COVID,
yeah, yeah,
because it affected so many people around the world, and people became so locked about what are like what's inside, what is like happening to me when I'm alone with myself. It's like super important topics, and so many bands, like I don't know. I can say like they're afraid to talk about it, but they use it as just a theme
yeah,
for the music, and you never like can connect with
exactly.
them on that topic. Yeah, and throughout all our record, all our new album,
Mm,
you can see that the theme of anxiety and like mental health goes progressive from first to last track,
yeah,
and it's like a whole story of a person who is like trying to understand what is happening to him, like what is exactly is happening, why he's stuck in situation that he is right now,
yeah,
like what's the cause of it. And it's like really interesting for us to craft
yeah,
such imagery, and I think that it's gonna be interesting for people who are gonna listen to it to like
yeah.
decode it and like connect to it on some level.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Like the only really good one I've seen is like the last three songs on the last Lorna Shore record. Like the one that they did the three part, like it's one song but it's three songs. Pain Remains, like the three parter. With the music video, that one was really, really, really good. Um, with talking about mental health, losing someone, and stuff like that. Because yeah, it was. a man and his wife, and his wife got sick and eventually died, and then yeah.
Well, one of the bands that I can like mm, pick from all the other bands who's like always talking about mental health issues is a Weeping Wound.
Okay.
You're familiar with them?
Uh,
Uh,
I think I've heard some songs. I don't think I've heard like their entire discography or anything, but some songs.
well, the lyrics part is fucking crazy. Like, if you like reading lyrics, it's like so. I like I can't express in words how it makes you feel because it's like stuff like basically it's always mental health this,
Yeah,
mental health that, I feel so sad, everything's like bleak and dark. They're like singing about my girlfriend who was pregnant
yeah.
got drunk and she crashed the car and the and like unborn child is dead right now, and
Oh,
you're like, whoa, that's super dark. And it's like
oh,
it's yeah, it's not, it's like not straightforward, but the lyrics is super heavy.
oh
Like
yeah.
you listen to it and it's like, yo, what the fuck. Like the themes they pick, like from that kind of stuff to like the people who's like betraying you, but nothing like, oh, you didn't, my expectations was not like they're supposed to be.
Mm,
No, like things about people getting their lives ruined
mm.
when someone is dishonest. Like it's like you should just listen to it. My English vocabulary can't express all the kinds of feelings that is
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I can get from their lyrics, and the music is super super fucking good.
yeah. I'll actually open up Spotify and have it ready for after. Wicked wounds.
Weeping wound. They have the song Dead Dogs. Dead Dogs is so fucking good.
Weeping wound. Oh yeah, weeping wound. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Of course. Yeah. Okay, now I recognize them. I recognize their like the first song with the 23, 23, 23. Like
yeah.
I recognize the cover of that, so I know I've heard that. Yeah, it's from Pain. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yes, this album is super solid. I love it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. Then I know kinda. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've seen like some other bands talking about it, but yeah, it's not like very common at all. Like not these really very deep and like dark lyrics, because it's the same thing with people getting offended and, oh, you can't talk about that. But yes, you have to talk about that, but because that is
Yeah,
important. Like yeah, it is. It just is. You have to talk about the things that are difficult, even if it's difficult, because otherwise it won't ever get better. That's pretty
yeah,
much.
and for people who's like currently is going through something, it's really important to like hear the music that they like and
Yeah.
understand that the musician who he probably likes
Mm,
like go through the same thing,
yeah.
and they somehow overcame it, and it's like made them better, made them like learn something.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not the end of the world by any means,
No,
because
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, would like to hear like some old song by you too. Okay, let's go and check this out. So this is a early song from the first EP, As a
Yeah.
Youth here, called "The Drowning Demon." So check it. Let's check this out. Oh, Ooh. Oh, this is so sick. Can definitely hear some Humanity's Last Breath in the instrumentals. Really fucking
Maybe
cool.
just a bit, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of foley a little bit. But it's still different, and I really, really like this. Oh, ooh, that fucking drop was sick. I freaking love when that instrumental just slow down. It's just like I've like that meme, do it again but slower.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is so sick. Yo, that was awesome. Damn.
We dropped this EP in like 2019, but this song was like on a shelf from 2015 or something. So it's kind of like I always thought like, what was gonna be the reaction if I put it out in like 2015?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I was like, maybe I was too late to drop it, but
Yeah.
who cares? It's
Yeah, exactly.
already done. Yeah.
It's so good though. I don't really understand Russian though. So what's the lyrics about? Like the instrumentals is fucking amazing though.
So the lyrics is basically about like drowning demons. It's like overcoming some things that's like you can't really get used to.
Oh yeah.
But if in simpler words, this lyrics is about the piece of shit that it can become if you just like don't be like limit yourself.
Yeah.
In some things, yeah.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. Everyone has like some demons they have to overcome, like from your childhood, whatever. It's like everyone has something they struggle with, kinda. I'd say. So yeah, it's also a very important topic actually, because a lot of people is struggling with demons and yeah, as you said, overcoming hardship and demons and whatever. So it's a very important topic too.
Yeah, and most importantly, I think that a lot of people confuse your like lack of like communication skills and like oh, you was like harmed as a kid. You was
Yeah.
like raised in bad environment. That's not an excuse for you to be the fucking bad person, man.
Oh yeah. It's
Like
insane.
yeah, there's like a lot of people who grew up in bad environment. There are like a lot of people who gone through shit and like fucking hell in childhood, but they still are like decent people.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was bullied through like almost all of my going to school until I hit the gymnasium. Like I think that's high school or whatever. Uh, and yeah, I mean the bullies probably had it hard as fuck as home, but still, if you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit, and
Yeah,
you gotta change yourself,
totally.
man. Like,
Yeah, but as you mentioned, like the bullies, usually the bullies is like the guys who's like mostly had it hard at home,
mm,
I think, or like have no parental figures at all,
exactly.
who like growing up on themselves.
Yeah,
So yeah, I feel bad for guys like bullies. It's like
yeah.
not a good thing.
No, no, no. Of course, like maybe they have been raised with like alcoholic parents or yeah, drug addicted parents, whatever. But yeah, really, the environment shapes who you are, but you still have to like overcome it and like be someone you want to be and not be someone you have to be. Like,
It's,
um,
I think that like the problem with such people is they don't see the opportunity to be better than
no,
their like old folks. They're
exactly.
like, oh, all right, that's like how things should be, but
Yeah,
it doesn't.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I hope they're at least gotten a little bit more nice now, so they can like function in the society and stuff like that, and not like shit. I know that's at least one of them that bullied went to prison for something. I don't know what he did, but I think some of them turned out okay in the end. And yeah, going through hardship has like turned me into who I am too. So in the end, I'm fine. So yeah, and it was a long time ago. So instead of looking back on it, look forward instead, I guess.
Yeah, it's always to look forward and like grow up and progress and be the better person.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like
Yeah, it benefits no one to be a bully. So
yeah, it's like benefits no one. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Well, I don't think I have any more like questions. Do you have anything you wanna like bring up? At all?
Oh, oh well. I don't know actually because it's like we discuss so many stuff outside of the music, and
Yeah.
uh, I just hope that you check our other stuff out and be stoked to hear our upcoming album
Oh yeah,
in
I'm
like
super
in,
happy. I'm super stoked for that. So when are you dropping it? I'm super excited because your recent music and your like that song we heard now, everything has been just like super awesome. So I'm super stoked to like hear what more you have, both old and this upcoming album. So when is it
uh,
releasing?
uh, we are still thinking about the
Yeah,
exact date of release. We are planning to drop another single in like 2 or 3 weeks,
yeah,
uh, probably in mid-February,
yeah.
probably. And after our next single, it's like gonna be 2 or 3 weeks, and we are gonna drop an album. But we need to sort some things out
Okay.
with the distribution, and yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
there are some minor issues with how we want to approach the release.
Oh, okay, okay. So, is there gonna be like a music video for the next single too, or is it just gonna be like? cover?
It's gonna be probably it's gonna be a visualizer
Oh,
with like
okay.
lyrics on it, but I wanted to like film another music video, but the other guys is like busy with work
Yeah,
and other stuff because we are like all like working,
yeah.
and nobody is like committed to the band 100% of the time. We are still like have families and other stuff to do, so yeah,
Oh, yeah, and it
it's
costs money to produce music videos too. So it's not
yeah.
just the time; it's the money too. I imagine because I can't imagine it's very cheap to make a music video.
Well, it's I can say that right. Like right now, we are at the age and place in our each of our lives
Yeah,
where we still have a lot of energy and passion for making music,
yeah,
but we are like having like amounts of money that
yeah,
we can like put in our music, because when you are like 20 years old guy, back in my days, like I'm 32 years old, uh, if you're like 20, you don't have any money, you can't produce music if you unless you do it yourself.
yeah,
I'm not as good in production as other guys, so yeah, like I can write music, but I can't like mix and master it. It's like
yeah.
some fucking wizardry for me, like how to make it sounded good. So yeah, like at this point in time, we are like focused on bringing out as much music as possible, like record shit, like release music videos and possibly tour.
Yeah.
So yeah, there gonna be a new album and possibly a EP of like 4, 5, 6 tracks by the end of the year as well, with another music video.
Oh hell yeah, that sounds fucking sick. Yeah, I can't wait for that album. I'm so, I'm like I want to hear it now almost. It's like I said with Retri, he's dropping an EP soon, and I said like I want to hear it now. Give it to me now. I want it now. It's like it's that with the like every like if you really like listen to the band and you like the music they do.
Well, I th- I think that I can like just turn something on right now to like having a little teaser for you.
Ooh. Let's go with Phantom Pain now. Let's see if the volume is. Ooh, I think I gotta. I think that's good. Oh, that fucking drops is insane. Ooh. Oh, I really like how it like you hear like only the bass for a little second there. That's really cool.
Yeah.
feel like something's about to happen. Ooh, yep. Ooh. That's fucking awesome. Ooh. Oh, the cymbals. Oh. Ooh. Man, this is amazing. Ooh. Damn. Whoa. I'm kind of speechless right now. Damn. That is
Well, so
insane. Wow. That is unbelievably good. Damn. Like,
thanks, man. Thank man.
holy shit. Yeah, I'm just trying to like get my brain together. Damn. Like the entire like instrumentals here is just so awesome. Like, and when it cuts out from the other instruments and you just hear that bass, it's just such a cool like oh, I can't find a word. Yeah, I can't find a word for it, but it's such a cool thing to like do, and so it creates like a cool variation in the instrumentals too, and then those damn like cymbals on the drums there. Oh, it just gives you chills on the going through your back, and also that Blech breakdown was on point. That entire song was just perfect, so fucking good from start to finish. It's just wow.
Thank you, man.
I'm even more
It's more
excited
to
now.
well, it's gonna be more of that on the album.
Oh yeah, I'm
And it's
super
like
excited.
the progression from first song to last is gonna be not only lyrically but in terms of music and composition as well.
Ooh, that sounds fucking amazing. Like, I can just imagine the last song of the album then. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't. I literally cannot wait for this. It's
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
so cool. So awesome to listen to. Yeah, I'm really happy I found you on YouTube. It's so cool. Like finding bands that's not like easily found or like smaller bands. I don't know how to say it, but I love finding these bands and like listen to them and then just get mind blown over how good the music is. And yeah, I just hope you get a lot of exposure and this album really goes off because yeah, you really deserve it. You're like up there with the best. Like, I don't know like what genre I would put it in, like hardcore, metalcore, like some mix there maybe. But yeah, definitely on point, like easily as good as Kublai Khan, I'd say. Like, it's so freaking good, especially this new song that we just checked out. It's insane. Like, I really hope you get a lot of exposure on this new album. I'll be sure to do
well,
a reaction to it too. It's gonna be fucking sick. I can already tell.
thank you, man. Like we are hoping that like our main goal is to find the people who gonna
Yeah,
enjoy the music that we made, and it's like everything we do for people who
yeah,
can like find our music and listen to it.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna share
Like,
it in Orion's Discord too. He has like this little thing called Blech alerts, and I'll be sure to put on the latest one in there. If I don't, no, I don't think I've done it already. No, no, but I'm definitely gonna do that. Like that was so good too. Like shit. See, I think a lot of people in there will like it at least. Uh, there's a lot of like deathcore, metalcore, and hardcore fans in there, so should be a lot of people who enjoy your music too. But yeah,
thank you, man.
thank you.
That's appreciated.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on and doing this podcast. It was very interesting to listening to like everything. Yeah, about your life and the band and the music and yeah, everything was really, really interesting and I had a really good time doing it. And yeah, uh, for everyone that is watching, be sure to check the band out. I will leave the socials and YouTube in the description so you can find them easily. And yeah, if you enjoyed the podcast, be sure to leave a like in it. And if you want to see some more podcasts and a shit ton of reactions, do be sure to subscribe to the channel as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And yeah,
And
thank you.
yeah, thank you for having me on here. And like like I said, be sure to check our new album and our music videos. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, this has been the latest Demonicast here with Hostile and Vlad. And peace.